In previous lessons, you saw how we can prepare salts by reacting acids with alkalis or bases, carbonates, metals. Quite enough, you might think. But in fact, there are other couple of methods of preparing salts that you need to know about. Direct combination and precipitation. Let's start with direct combination. If you were asked how to make sodium chloride, you might reply, add sodium hydroxide and hydrochloric acid. On the other hand, you could be tempted to say, react sodium and chlorine together. In this case, you can use either method. As long as the metal, such as sodium, is reactive enough, we can use the method direct combination to make the metal chloride. This method tends to produce quite violent reactions. So adding sodium to chlorine would give sodium chloride. And beware, because this method, direct combination, can produce quite violent reactions. Here's another chloride that we can make by direct combination of the metal and the chlorine. Iron 3 chloride, FeCl3. We can add iron and chlorine to produce iron 3 chloride. You can see in the flask potassium manganate and concentrated hydrochloric acid can be added to it. To the right, you can see an iron wool, which is all connected to the flask. We started by adding the hydrochloric acid. It reacts with the potassium manganate and chlorine gas is released. This chlorine gas reacts with the iron wool. Notice that the iron wool is being heated and therefore iron 3 chloride is formed. In this way, iron and chlorine reacted to form iron 3 chloride. This is direct combination. Another method is precipitation. Not all salts are soluble. To make insoluble salts, we use precipitation reactions. Let's start first by defining precipitate. Precipitate is an insoluble solid formed when two solutions are mixed and react together. Let's look, for example, at making lead iodide by precipitation method. We have lead nitrate solution and sodium iodide solution in two tubes. We added the sodium iodide to the lead nitrate and then we centrifuge the mixture. We centrifuge the mixture for separation. You can see that they are starting to separate and a precipitate is formed at the bottom of the tube. What could that precipitate be? Lead iodide. So we added sodium iodide to lead nitrate and the precipitate formed after centrifugation is lead iodide, which is obviously an insoluble salt. The solution left above is sodium nitrate solution.